Protesters have taken to the streets of Iran's capital city as the country faces some of its worst economic pressures in years. The value of Iran's currency sunk to a record low over the weekend, and inflation has surged to an annual rate of about 42%. These are some of the largest protests in Iran since 2022, when demonstrations broke out over the death of Masih Alinejad, a 22-year-old woman who died in police custody. Iranian journalist and women's rights activist Masih Alinejad joins us now. Thank you so much for being here. What has the current economic situation meant for the people of Iran?
First of all, I have to say that this is not an isolated economic protest. The main trigger was actually the collapse of the Iranian currency, the money. But at the same time, we keep hearing from protesters in the streets that the slogans go actually beyond economic crisis. They are chanting against the whole regime, entire regime. It's because the situation in Iran right now is miserable. Middle class crushed. Working class, they are even not able to buy bread. I mean, they're really suffering from poverty. And there are a small group of people, the officials, the members of Revolutionary Guards, the relative of the government. They are the one they are the one controlling oil tankers, oil terminals, massive economic empires, and that's why people in Iran, they are suffering because of mismanagement, decades of mismanagement and corruption.
How is the government responding, and where do you see this going?
Now it's spreading, going. It's not only in Tehran; it is across Iran. People are joining the protests. The students today and women joined the protest. So the response from the government, it's obvious. They're using tear gas and violence. Even President Trump yesterday mentioned that as soon as the world hear about people of Iran taking to the streets, they hear about the regime opening fire on them and arresting the protesters. Yes, that's true. But at the same time, we see different phase that different exchange between people, the protesters, and the security forces. Like one of the very touching and moving scene, well, one of the protesters actually said to one of the security force that your salary is worthless, then why are you shooting us? And they are chanting and calling the security forces to join them. So far, we don't see any of the members of security forces or the police or the army joining to the protesters. And that's why protesters are furious, because we see that pictures, people opening their arms, walking towards security forces and saying that we have nothing to lose. We are fed up. People saying that shoot in my heart, but I'm not going back home. So people are exhausted. Even graduates with university degrees, they are struggling from like not being able to find a job or having a normal life. This is the situation right now in Iran. People are angry and furious with the mismanagement and corruption of this regime. The same regime that's sending money to Hamas, Hezbollah for regional war. The same regime that creating 51 religious institutions right now, claiming that they are suffering from sanction, but at the same time, they're funding their proxies, they're funding religious institutions, they're funding Revolutionary Guards to oppress people, to suppress any kind of peaceful uprising.
Well, we appreciate your time and expertise on this subject. Masih Alinejad, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.